Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock. Welcome to Sports Scene. I'm Jay Trackford. Joining me for the evening. Well, for an hour. We'll go for an hour. The old mucker, Dean. Hello, Dean.
Hello.
How are you doing, all right?
Hello, everyone. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
All right.
Apparently we're live. We've got loads of new technology in the studio. This place is growing, Dean.
Yeah.
It's outgrowing us.
Yeah.
We're done. They're like, get these guys gone.
Yeah. Let's get some professionals in the building.
Apparently we're live on Facebook.
Here we are.
Join us, are we?
I can see us.
Oh, I can't see us. I'm waiting to see us, which is annoying.
Yeah. No, we're.
Anyway, we've got a fun night planned tonight, haven't we? I'm looking forward to tonight.
Yeah.
We've got loads of different bits and pieces. We've got Betty and Lee Allenson. Have you heard of them?
I've met them a few times.
Yeah, they've well, it's over. Dude.
Yeah.
It's over. So we're going to have a chat with Betty and Lee. We're going to talk Hendon as well, if we can get to that.
Yeah, I'm quite interested in how non-league teams are dealing with all this.
Yeah, yeah. Then we've got Rachel Hall. Rachel Hall contacted me yesterday after I put a shout out saying, I want to talk to some interesting people.
Yes.
I hope she's interesting. I'm sure she's going to be brilliant. She did a 5k run this weekend with our Strider mates. And yeah, she did really well. She raised loads and loads of money, got a lovely little medal because, I found us. We are live on Facebook. Yeah, so she did really well, which is nice. And then...
It's a new feature.
Well, you know who's not here tonight, don't you? Mr. W is not in the house. So I thought we'd not play Shawaddy Waddy. We'd go for something different. How about that?
I think so.
So we've got some music. We have got Tom from Tomic. You've listened to it. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I liked it.
Did you?
Yeah, I did actually.
Good.
You don't believe me, do you?
No, I do.
Did you know about my musical tastes?
Oh, I do.
Well, I put it on at my desk actually the other day. I had a little sit down and because I promised you I was going to listen to it in bed, didn't I? Anyway, I went to bed and I went to sleep. And I thought, I need to listen to that before I lie to Jay to say I've listened to it, and I haven't really. And no, I was enthralled with it a little bit. It was nice.
Well, I've played Tomic quite a lot on SG1Radio. I really like them. They're kind of a bit chilled, bit relaxed, but I like.
Yeah, well, I like a bit of chill, as you know when you rang me this evening. I've been off today.
Yes, you've been for lunch. I couldn't believe it.
Lunch. I took my book and I went to a nice quiet pub and had a lovely experience. And
on your own?
On my own.
I couldn't do it.
You need to talk. That's your trouble. You can't suffer silence, can you?
Could you imagine going out alone with me for lunch?
I've been in the Drakford house, and the walls vibrate with noise.
Do you know what? People say completely the opposite. They say we're really quiet. We have obviously clients coming around. They're like, "Have you got children?" I'm like, well,
yeah. Well, I suppose you have to like gag them and put them under the stairs when you have clients.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I do like my own company.
There.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I do sometimes. Tonight, I decided to go and sit outside and let the wind hit my face for 20 minutes on my own, actually. Yeah. So you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I went and watched one of our guests this evening, actually. He was coaching on the 3G.
Right.
So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go and watch someone else for a change because I always get quite stressed about coaching. I just like it. I'm a control freak. Yeah. I want it how I want it, not anyone else. But it's nice to go and watch. I don't know. So is that why you went? Did you go down and spy on another restaurant to do that?
No, I've just been a busy old boy. I mean, Monday and Tuesday this week have been like Fridays and Saturdays.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's come out. I mean, you've got your eat out for help out
and
all of that. And we took more money on Monday than we did on Saturday. So people are certainly using it, and we'll certainly be paying for it for many years to come.
And
political.
Isn't don't you get the money back in the account within 5 days from the government? Is that right?
Yeah. You have to consolidate all the tickets and you have to separate them all and put in how much the customer paid and what their discount was. And
Blimey.
Yeah, there's quite a process to it, as you'd expect for HMRC. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to jump through hoops, but they're giving away. It's free money, isn't it?
Well, I'll tell you about my week. It's really quiet. People don't want to come to the gym.
I was going to ask you, how is it going?
Really quiet. People, I've had people in today go, this is my first time back.
Yeah.
I like what you've done with the place. Do you like Perspex? So it's difficult, isn't it? But it's
what have
just
you
one
done?
of
Put
those
screens
shows.
in between pieces of kit?
No. Just got a number. We know how many we can put in a gym, and that's what we've gone for.
And you've gone for every other machine, or
we've just spread everything out.
Yeah.
The dance studio where we do classes, it's 2.5 metres in a box. You go and stand in your box, and
so you've moved kit from one room to another.
No. Just the gym is just all spread out.
Right, gotcha.
Because you've got to be. But in a dance studio where we mainly do classes, that's our bread and butter. We everyone's got a box to stand in.
Somebody told me that at the leisure centre they've moved spinning into the theatre foyer.
Yeah, well, actually, I taught spinning Saturday morning for the first time in a long, long time in a different studio. Yeah, it worked quite nicely, to be honest with you. But it's just difficult, and they're talking about shutting us down again. So how does that work? And yourself, probably.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen.
No,
that's my gut feeling. I think, I don't know. I just have a gut feeling that everything that's been put in place. I mean, why would they spend all this money on this, eat out thing, and then we're going to close again, and all these places are going to go out of business. The ones that haven't got a lot of backing. The place I went today, and I'll give it a plug because it's great. The North Star in Oaklands in Welling.
Oh yes. The
guy there, they took over just before lockdown.
Oh really?
Yeah, and so they've had a difficult time, and he's running it like a Spanish bar almost. You go in, you sit down, he takes your order, and he brings it over. You don't have to get out your seat, and that's how it should be run. And that's exactly what I'm doing. You come in, sit down, drink your drink, shut up, get out.
Sounds brilliant. Sign me up.
And you can't have people going up to bars. You can't have people dictating what they were going to do at the moment. And you know what? Stevenage is a safe place to be. This is, it might be me being blasé, but Stevenage is safe. 2 cases in the last 7 days, 11 in the last month.
Yeah, there's not a lot, is there, at all?
And, someone contacted me last night. I haven't been out yet. Can I book a table in your restaurant? Yeah, here's the link. There you go. I want to sit outside. I said, well, okay, that's absolutely fine, but it might rain. I don't want to sit inside. I don't feel safe. I said, we haven't been in my place yet. Once you are, you will.
Wow.
I hope.
It's difficult, isn't it? You talk about, we were speaking before we came on air about football. My son's had a game today, first game of football, and that was really strange. But some parents were around, some people disappeared or sat in their car to watch it.
Right.
But it just feels really bizarre, and even the kids are like, should we be doing this? But you've got to get on with it. I mean, there's a part of it you want to crack on with it, but also that uncertainty of where we're going with it, and there we go.
Yeah, and it's going to be with us for a little while yet.
Oh, don't. But I'm going on holiday in 2 weeks.
Oh yeah.
No, probably not. I'm all booked. I've got nowhere to go. Lanzarote will not. I mean, look, I thought I'd wear my holiday shirt tonight. Well, normally you dress up, so I thought I'd better.
Well, I went for the
the bread and butter.
The new badge.
Ah.
Talking of Stevenage FC.
Yeah.
Not a lot of news happening, really, is there, this week? Nothing much going on.
No.
Wigan got relegated, appealed their 12-point deduction, and all of a sudden, boom, 2 or 3 days later, they said, no, we've turned that down, you've got to go down.
Yep.
But still nothing on our front. And when's the season start? 3 weeks on Saturday, innit?
Yeah.
Or 4 weeks on Saturday.
And that's the problem, isn't it? Because if we do that, it's a matter of getting a team in now. I'm sure... working in the background, the club are trying their best to get deals together. I'm sure. I don't know whether that's true or not, but you would presume that they'd be thinking, well, look, come to us if we're in League Two, and there'll be a lot of players going, well, I'm not going to unless we're there.
Exactly. Yeah, you've got to hang on, and I'm sure that Revs has been talking to 2 different banks of players. I have
a massive problem with that.
Yeah,
3 weeks to go.
I've got a massive problem with it, but I can't.
Who are we going to get? I mean, there's players out there, obviously talking to a lot of clubs, and there's a lot of players out there.
Well, you don't see too many of last season's Stevenage squad signing new deals with new clubs at the moment, do you?
Well, I've got a 7-a-side team on Monday night that I'm currently recruiting for.
Yeah. You could come down to my place and hook a couple out of there.
But it's mind-blowing that we don't know where we are, because it's just, for me, if we're in League 2 next year, I want to have a go at it.
Yeah.
We've been there, we've nearly pushed there before, and I just think it's really out of order that we're being just left and left and left and left. Yeah. For the gang to go, right, we're going to try and get a squad together.
Well, I don't want to go too heavy on it at the minute, because it's an open case.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, once it's all done, I think you'll have an hour with me and Watkins, and we will have our say.
All right. Good.
And I certainly know he will. He thinks it's, what was the word? Poppycock.
Poppycock. I don't know. But, you know, like I say, we've spoke to Revs. We know the plan.
Yeah, we do.
We know the plan has been get local, get good, get people that work for the right DNA.
Yeah.
So you've got to trust the process, haven't we? Because we've got no other option at the minute, realistically.
I do agree with that, and I do trust what Revs is doing. If I'm being completely honest, we had Mark on, didn't we, last week?
Yeah.
You know, you can't. He doesn't throw up too much that you can argue with, does he?
No, not really.
And
not really.
He kept us quiet for a good 45 minutes, didn't he? And that takes some doing.
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that.
It's going to be interesting. I don't know. It'd be nice to see them in a pre-season friendly. Well, it would be nice to see them in a pre-season friendly, whether we will or not. I don't know.
Facebook memories came flying up the other day. I was like, what?
Yeah.
The season should already be going.
Yeah. It feels like the 1st of June, doesn't it? After the playoff finals, it's Salford. That was a day. Phew. That was a 12 o'clock kickoff. That was an early morning start with Watkins.
I left my family holiday early to get home to watch that. If you remember, I was going to come with you, wasn't I?
Well, you were
Swanage.
So
yes. I came back. Come on, kids, we'll get home for 12 o'clock, and then sat there. I was like, no.
This is going to be a long old season.
What a lovely away kit, and that was about it.
Yeah. But of course, the manager at the time, he's lost his second job in 12 months, didn't he? On Friday.
That's difficult, really difficult. I don't know where you'd go from there.
Yes, yeah.
Except for down and start again and
maybe
regroup, or
I don't think he'd see it like that. But
oh no, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's a you look at how Stevenage is run, from the chairman to the directors to the chief exec to the ticket office to every down to Shepherdbury, and it is so. You've got great people running our great football club.
Yep.
And then you look at the likes of Oldham, and then look at the likes of Macclesfield, and you look at the likes of other teams around the bottom of that league, and you think, basket cases. A lot of them. Absolute basket cases.
Yep.
How you can run a football club and not pay your players and not pay your managers and just have a total disregard for the rules is beyond me.
Well,
even when the EFL have tried to charge Stevenage this year with this and that, maybe we haven't beaten them, but we have come up with not proven, which leads me to believe that we're in we do what we do honestly, and we do what we do within the guidelines and the rules, and therefore that's what a good football club should be run on.
I just can't see how they can take a look at the other teams you've mentioned and say they'll be there next year, because it's quite obvious that there'll be teams that won't get through this.
And you need to have
Dover yesterday for a point in case, isn't it?
Yeah,
really.
Yeah. All
Arsenal
their players
today.
55. Is it 55 members of staff made redundant?
But they're the bread and butter of Arsenal. They're working class men and women who are going to be probably Arsenal fans for life. They've just been completely let down, and then you have a certain Mr. Ozil sat there on $300,000 a week.
Just get rid of one player.
He's still staff, so he doesn't make decisions, so he's just getting paid that. And I know that's very difficult for me to say that, because I can't stand what's gone on there. Right. But he's still just a paid member of staff.
Is that £300,000 a week?
Yeah. So they're working out, it's £1.5 million worth of redundancy. So Aubameyang could get a new deal, and there we have it. Could pay him for a few years. Not that that's going to happen, because it doesn't, does it? I know. I'm furious about it. Furious.
Yeah. It's, you're, at the moment, a lot of people's livelihoods are being taken away from them, isn't there? And I was very lucky during lockdown. I didn't know too many people that got the virus.
Yeah.
I certainly know a lot of people that are being made redundant.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the sad thing.
And we're talking good people. You're not talking about people that can deal with that.
Yeah.
You're talking about people that
I know,
have got
a 1-year-old babe. Wife works 3 days a week, so what happens? Does she have to go 5 days? Does he have to become daddy daycare?
Yeah.
It's just, there's so many things.
I was talking to a Borough fan today, actually, who's been on furlough, and they're due to go back in October. But, so 80% paid, but when they go back, can't do it, they're going in on 3 or 4 days a week instead. So it's just tough,
I know
£600-700 with a week less or a month less, is tough.
Yeah. A chef I know works in this county. They just got a letter through the door saying, "Oh, by the way, when you come back, you'll be on 4 days a week." So as of now, we're taking 20% less of you. So you'll be getting 20% less of your salary, 20% less of furlough.
Yeah. Not good.
Anyway.
Well, do you know what? Let's turn to something amazing. Let's turn to something amazing. We've got some more stuff's happening on this story as well. So we've spoke to Betty a couple of times. We were really lucky to speak to Betty when Simon Jackson was here doing his Guinness World Record indoor Ironman.
When she was pulling faces at you.
It's possibly my most favourite photo. So we're going to speak to Betty and Lee. I'm sure Betty's going to put us in our place because we're not Ben Shepherd, or Carol Vorderman. We'll have a chat with her because she's all done. She's finished, but I think things are still happening.
Is it?
I think something happened yesterday. Someone really famous knocked at her front door.
Oh, really?
I don't know if she's going to tell us about that. But
okay.
I'm going to go for this technology that we've currently got here.
I love it that this place is really in the 2020s now, and you have to pick up a 1990s phone to dial up.
Mother.
Oh, do you remember them days sitting on the bottom of the stairs talking to your mate on the phone?
Let's see if it works. Hello. Right, they should be there. Hello, is anyone there?
Yes.
Hey, Betty!
Hey, Betty, how we doing?
Good.
Oh, good. Betty, you've finished cycling. What's going to happen now?
I'm gonna rest.
She's going to rest.
I don't blame you, mate. I'd have to rest as well. I'd have to rest every day after doing what you did.
You've got us on loudspeaker, Mr. Allenson, haven't you?
Do you want me to take you off?
Is that all right? It's really, really difficult to hear, Betty. We'll come back to you. We'll definitely have a chat with you, though, mate. That'll be great.
No problem at all. Right, you're going to put the phone to your ear and talk. Ready?
Just like in the old days.
Yeah.
Right, Betty, that's better. I can hear you now. We haven't got to listen to your dad.
So, last week, Betty, you finished your cycling, didn't you?
Yeah.
I came over to the hospice, and it was lovely to see you cycling all the way through to a big round of applause, and you got lots of gifts, didn't you?
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Good.
Oh,
What gifts did you get? Memorable ones.
There was a lot of chocolate, wasn't there?
Yeah.
There was was it a Mickey or Minnie Mouse?
Mickey Mouse.
Mickey Mouse.
Oh, that's lucky. I got Mickey on my cup tonight.
And you got a piece of paper as well. What was on that piece of paper that was handed to you? I think it was a special present.
Was it?
Yeah, Grandad said that it was a lot of money. It cost him a lot of money.
Some tickets to Disneyland Paris.
Wow, there we go. See, Nan and Grandad. Was that from Nanny and Grandad? I think it might have been. But you've been brilliant. How much have you raised in total? Do you actually know, Betty?
No.
It's over £25,000, nearly £30,000.
£30,000.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And how do you feel about that? Do you feel very, very proud and happy?
I feel good.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you going to do next, Betty? What's the next project going to be? I think she should do it with pulling us behind her in a wheelbarrow or something.
Help? I think she wants some help. Go on, do you want to ask the question and I'll... let her speak on the phone.
Yeah, go for it, Lee. Lee, we're asking what the next project's going to be for Betty. What's she up to next?
What would you like to do next? What's your next thing? You said you wanted to break a world record, didn't you? What are you going to do that in? What are you thinking?
Running.
Whoa, no way. That is truly unbelievable. Wow.
Fabulous.
Well, Betty, have you had dinner now? Has Dad fed you?
I've just walked in with she had a Happy Meal and I had myself a chicken sandwich meal. And, yeah, it was lovely.
Well, look, Lee, can you please thank Betty so much? It's been absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe I managed to pop over and see the finale the other day. It was brilliant. Has it all stopped now? Has it all calmed down?
Yeah, I mean, we've got some... we've got a little event on Sunday at Coddycook Football Club, just a celebration event, and hopefully there's some really exciting news hopefully coming out this week or probably next week that we're not allowed to talk about at the moment.
Mm.
Some really exciting news, and it kind of happened yesterday, which was fantastic. And no, we're just going with it. I mean, it's still going up. There's still a couple of auction items, and it's just been surreal and amazing. Really, I can't really what she's done in 100 days, and it's just been amazing. And didn't ever think we'd get to the target that we've got to. That's for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So what's happening with all the football shirts that Betty's obviously ridden in over the last 100 days? Are some of them being auctioned off, and some of them kept?
Yeah, I mean, some of them were obviously personalised to Betty, so we'll get them framed and put on the wall. I think that Faye's looking at maybe making like a chair out of all the shirts.
Oh, good idea. Brilliant.
Yeah, and then we've also got some other shirts. Like we had a signed Man United shirt the other day that was sent to us, and an Arsenal shirt, and they've been auctioned off, and I think the Man United one's being auctioned at the moment. I mean, we've got literally 2 suitcases for. I think we've got 128 shirts. I mean, it was funny, after about 10, 15 days, the postman's kind of think, what's going on here? Like, all I keep doing is delivering. And next thing we told him what he was doing, and every day he'd come to the front door and we'd open all the parcels together.
Brilliant.
And it'd be a different shirt every day, which was nice.
No, that's absolutely tremendous. I just can't believe watching the story. I was thinking, when is she going to end? And when we spoke, it was... oh goodness, day 81.
Yeah, it wasn't too many to go, was there?
But it's not been easy, is it? I saw the video of the one in the rain, which was unreal.
Yeah, no, that was amazing. And listen, we come. I think we spoke the other day, Jay. We come close. I think after about 70 days of saying, like, mentally Faye especially has been amazing on all this. I just go along with it. I just do what I'm told and go along with it. But Faye has been unbelievable. She done every single bike ride. Obviously, I had to have an operation during the time that we were doing it, so I couldn't fulfil all of the rides that she did. And I think there was a time where we got to a point where we were sitting at the pub with Mum and Dad and just said, I think we've done it now. I think it's enough. We're really struggling. And one of the gentlemen that we know, I won't name him here, but he's a very good guy, and he dropped us off a check. He'd actually missed a turn into our house and bumped into us. He dropped us off a check, and his wife was really ill in the hospice at the time.
Oh, wow.
Unfortunately, later on, she's passed away.
Yeah.
He dropped us a check and some sweets, and he was crying. He got back in his car and drove off.
Yeah.
And that day gave us the strength and the power to kind of kick on. But people don't realise how tiring it really is. And it really gave us that last push. And it was amazing to see that, and just see the people it helped. And he was actually at the celebration day with Betty and said,
yeah, he was, when he blessed him.
So
yeah,
it was a really nice thing for him to do, and give us a little bit of a push at the end.
When you see that though, Lee, that puts everything into perspective, doesn't it, of why you're doing it and the reason you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the other day when JF said the same, when we were riding through the hospice for the final bit of the ride, and there's a couple of patients on the balcony, and one of them had actually said, no matter what happens, I need to get out of bed to see this little girl. And it gets you emotional just talking about it then. You don't realise that, when we get up every day and there's me moaning about how tired I am, and Faye's dragging me out the door, and Betty's already ready with her helmet on. And,
that's because you've had too many chicken sandwiches, mate. That's the trouble.
Exactly, mate. Normally it's a Big Mac meal, but you don't realise that actually this is a really big thing he's done, what he's done.
Yeah.
You know, I've helped 2 or 3 people get through these really tough times, and that's what it's all about. And trying to raise some money for the Children's Hospice as well after what they're losing. If it keeps them going, then fantastic. We've done our job.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Obviously, I popped over on my bike. I had a right old tear up on the way home from that place, and I've been over there a couple of times, and I've done quite a few events for them. But I got home and I was like, right, I need to do something here. So I've been messaging the hospice to work out what I can do with them and bits and pieces. So no, she's been an absolute inspiration, as you all have, mate. To be fair, it's been unbelievable. So so thank you so much for everything you've been doing.
No, listen, thank you for all your support as well. You've always been amazing with us, and you know, it's so appreciated, and all the people that have helped. And people say, well, I didn't give any money. It doesn't matter. You've raised awareness of it, and that's what it's all about. You know, in any little way you've helped, whether that's tweeting it, talking about it, sharing it, or giving a shirt, whatever. It's been amazing, and every little bit has helped us along the way. So we thank everyone for that as well. Brilliant,
absolutely brilliant. Well done, Betty. Super.
Tell us about the world record thoughts then.
It's probably better at the moment.
What? Oh, there she is. What's the world record thoughts then? We want to hear about that.
Faye nearly passed out when she said it the other day. She said, Mum, I want to do a world record. I'm thinking, oh no, we don't. I'm back in my little shell now and kicking McDonald's and going to football every week. So we'll keep that one quiet for now.
Oh no, we won't. Oh no, we won't.
I'll remind you next week, mate.
Another lockdown and we'll be fine.
We like a Guinness World Record round here.
Oh, well, I see that, mate. If we keep doing that one, that'll be all right.
Listen, while we got you here, we got to talk football. How's it going down in Hendon? You finding things difficult? You getting back to it?
Yeah, listen, I've got to be honest, I probably last week was the most I've probably really suffered mentally in terms of trying to get back to the football club. It's been a really long period, and it was really hard, but we're back now. We're back 3 times a week as normal, so we'll train tomorrow night. We've got our first game on Saturday behind closed doors, but I can't get too excited about it, Jay, because we just don't know if this is going to start or not, mate. You know, I'm hearing the season now, it's meant to kick off on the 19th of September. It's now looking like the 3rd of October, but you've still got to play in the FA Cup behind closed doors on the 22nd of September. You know, you can't travel on coaches to away games, but we play Truro, Western Supermare, Tiverton, Taunton. And you can't car share, but you can go and kick a ball against each other and run and head balls and battle against opponents that you've never met before. So there's a really grey area. You know, you look at Arsenal the other day and the pubs are up in arms and they've scored the winner and everyone was cuddling, and yet we can't get a quarter of the ground in and attendance, you know, and social distance to get people back doing what they love and watching football matches. Yeah. So it's really grey area at the moment, and I just hope that it gets some clarification from the FA, who, for me personally, should now let clubs start having supporters in. They take their own risk at the end of the day. Yes, we have to be careful with it, the virus rising, but at the same time, if people are careful and they do it right, what's the difference to going to watch a football match? It's probably safer than going into your local shop and buying some food. Yeah. You know, you can watch a cricket match, but you can't watch a football match. It just seems a little bit crazy for me.
Yeah, I agree.
And hopefully we can get back to doing what we love, but
and you can put all sorts of things in place at non-league grounds, can't you? You can just open a gate rather than use a turnstile. You don't. Absolutely. If you can't go 90 minutes without wanting an hot dog and queuing up, then you've got. And that's another problem Jay can talk all day about. But don't sell any food. You know, that kind of thing. Just get your 15 quid through the gate, but, you know, to cover everyone's costs.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. You know, they're talking about, you know, you're not allowed to produce programs anymore. Well, that kills a lot of clubs. You know, they make little income off that. And it's just a really bad time. You know, you see Dover Athletic now, big club, look like they could go under. Yeah. You know, I dread to think what it's like in our league. But then you get the other hand where clubs are still spending fortunes. So, listen, we're very lucky. We're a fan-owned club. We're a very, very good club, the way it's run. But we have to be sensible in these times because, you know, it could actually kick off in October or September, the league, and, you know, we could stop play again in December because there's been a massive second spike. We just don't know. You know, just to get to Saturday, it'd be nice for me to have a match and see how it goes. That'd be a nice thing.
How have you recruited players? Have you done it in the normal way? I take it. Did you have a lot out of contract?
A lot of it, I like to try and meet people face to face so you get a feel for them. I think Alex Ravel is one of them that's done it very well this year. He's done a little presentation for players and got a feel for them, and I like to do that myself, but you haven't been able to because of this lockdown, and you're trying to get people overboard quite quickly. So a lot of it's been done on the phone. I'm quite fortunate. I had a really good group last year that were doing really well before the lockdown, and I managed to keep all them players.
Right.
I've added to the squad probably 2 or 3.
Yeah,
so
and you've done well there, haven't you?
Yeah, I think we're in a good position, but until we kick off, we just don't know where we're going to be, do you? So it's just a case of getting our head down, keep working hard. And the one thing I like to say, September the 22nd is still a long way away, and I think the FA have just got to look at maybe just saying we can do this as long as every club follows the guideline. We can get people into the ground paying, whether that's only 200 through the turnstiles. That's all you can have. Then still £200 more than what you'd have if you weren't allowed anyone in. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
No, definitely. No, I think you're right, mate. It's difficult times, and it's just so uncertain, isn't it, of where we're going with everything, to be fair. But look...
especially Stevenage as well at the moment. I mean, that's crazy. I don't know decisions being made.
No, we were talking about that at the start.
I feel for the club, because how can you prepare? They're either going to start on the 3rd of October, or they're going to start on, I think it's the 12th or the week before the 5th of September. It's absolute madness.
Well, if we go October, there's certainly no point of pre-season training happening right now, is there?
No.
To be fair.
I was going to say, we'll have the fittest players in England.
Exactly that, but this is where we're saying now, well, normally we wouldn't come back too early. We'd give it another probably week or 2, but we still have to prepare for the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So we have no choice but to go back now. Even if we've just got one game in September, it's the FA Cup. It's the most probably at this stage now, it's probably the most important game of the season for clubs like us, because we rely on FA Cup money.
Yeah.
So it's
Definitely.
a huge game. So we have to be ready and prepared for that game, and that's the problem we're going to have at the moment.
Cool. Well, look, mate, thanks so much for joining us. Thanks, Betty, again. That's unbelievable.
So much
what an achievement from you all. And just to let you know, Faye wants a blanket, not a sofa, mate, out of these football shirts.
She's taking liberties tonight. She's had enough.
I want to hear your crocheting story next time I see you. You've darned all these football kits together.
Oh, mate. No, listen, take care, guys. Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
The one thing that I got out of the world record attempt here, and I think it was Simon, because Simon went over as well last week, was that to run the hospice, it takes about 25 grand a day.
Yeah.
So they're really, really struggling. Really struggling.
Yeah,
and you just think, oh my God.
Well, I spent a couple of weeks there, and in and out, and yeah, it was something else, wasn't it? It was something else.
Yeah. But there we go. But she's been brilliant. I mean, she was great. I mean, what a superstar. She's done everyone really proud, the local area. And Lee said there's lots of news.
Oh, I like
lots of news.
Who was the fella that knocked on her door yesterday?
I can't say, because I think that's.
Oh, is that all to do with it?
So
I thought I missed something on Facebook. Or
no,
something.
it's big news. But
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm interviewing Betty on Sunday.
Right.
Are you around?
What time are you going?
1 o'clock. Codicut. Come on over.
I could, yeah. I
Swing
got
around.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm going up there. I have no idea why. Lee just messaged me earlier and said, "Can you come to Codicut?" Oh, okay. So there we are.
Okay.
So yeah, job done. Anyway, thanks for joining us. If you're watching us tonight, we're going everywhere tonight. Then we're on. I know you've made your Twitch debut already before, and
I have been on Twitch. Yes.
we're on YouTube, Twitch. We're on. What's the? I nearly said a completely inappropriate.
So chat something.
Tinder. I nearly went for the other one then.
Pornhub.
We're everywhere. I tell you what, the studios looks fantastic down here. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah.
They've got big plans without us. I'll tell you, we're
Bob Marley behind me there in the reflection in the window. You've got the guitars up on the wall.
But look, sport's still happening in some fashion. This Saturday, we're having a game of football for raising some funds for the Stevenage fans team.
Right.
So we've got quite a few of us. We're having a game, so that'll be good fun down at Marriott's.
Yeah.
So, I'd invite you all, but you're probably not allowed to come and watch.
No,
so,
probably not.
Yeah, don't come watch us, but we'll let you know how we get on. But it should be fantastic. But there's lots of stuff going on. There's rides going on out there for Lister Hospital at the minute. But we're going to talk to another fundraiser in a minute. Before we do, we're changing it up a bit. We're adding a bit of music to the show. At the end, we're going to be speaking to a guy called Tom from Tomic, and we were speaking about his stuff earlier on, his music earlier on, which is really cool. So please stick around and have a listen in. You'll be able to find them as well. We'll post their website as well. But for the time being, we're going to speak to another guest. This guest sent me a message the other day with regards to what she's been up to, Dean, and she's raised a fair bit of dosh. She has, don't you know?
Fabulous. We
Which
like
is
it
good.
when people raise money.
I'm just taking the... She's got the phone out.
You remind me of a receptionist from a 1980s sitcom.
It's not ringing, which is worrying.
Yeah.
Should be the way
Have you
forward.
dialed it wrong? You've got to start again. If only we had one of them phones where you had to put O and turn the line. What happened there then?
Talk amongst yourselves if you're at home. Dean, what's your favourite colour?
Jesus Christ. You've just got to put the O and then the 7 and then the 7.
It was much easier when I just had to use my own phone and paid the bill. Made sure I paid the bill, and got credit on it.
You just stuck it on WhatsApp in the end.
Yeah,
Quite rightly so.
We've got a problem here.
Maybe she doesn't take calls from a landline.
Maybe. That'll be a.
Have you
fun.
been-
I reckon this phone here has run out of credit. What do you reckon?
Have you been texting? So you've got the number?
Oh yeah, if not mustard. I don't mess around normally.
No, we had this one night with Kadeen from the Mavs.
Yeah, I wasn't here that night.
No, you weren't here that night.
Look, what have we done with Mr. Watkins? Oh, the phone's ringing. Excellent.
He's too busy.
Rachel, by the way, when we get
He's
to
too
it.
busy for us, Laura. He's too busy.
Is that Rachel?
Speaking, yes.
Oh, wonderful, Rachel. It's Jay here with Dean at SG1. How are we doing?
Good, thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you for sending us your little story the other day. It was absolutely brilliant. I thought we must have you on and have a little chat about what's going on. So come on, I've not even told Dean what's happened. What have you been up to?
I did a sponsored run on Saturday, the 1st of August, to raise money for Leukemia UK.
Oh, that sounds a bit energetic to me. Are you a seasoned runner, Rachel?
I do a bit every now and again, but not that much.
Right.
Over lockdown, I wasn't really running at all.
No, don't blame you. Nor was I. Okay, so what led you to do this? What was the thinking behind it?
Well, I'm a member of the Stevenage Striders Running Club.
Right.
And
There we
on
go.
Saturday, the 1st of August, I did a sponsored 5K run around Stevenage Park Run course to raise money in aid of Leukemia UK because a fellow strider has recently been diagnosed with the dreaded illness.
Yeah. Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's brilliant on you. Well done. Absolutely superb. So it was a 5K, wasn't it? You did.
Yes.
And how did that go?
I was training hard for it, and I managed to run the whole thing in just under an hour.
Oh, brilliant.
Brilliant. That's super. And so when you finished the got over the end line, there was a medal waiting for you, wasn't there?
Yes, there was a medal and a trophy,
Ooh.
and lots of cake.
Now you're talking.
Yeah.
I might do it with
Some
you
of the
next
fe-
time.
Some of the fellow striders are bakers, so they bake some cakes and to raise a little bit of extra money.
Brilliant.
That's
Brilliant.
superb. That's really good. So the 5K you ran, you decided to run the park run course. Is that right?
Yes, because that's the only 5K course I actually knew that was mapped out in Stevenage.
That's fair enough. And did you have any Spartans? Striders. I'm going to get told off slap wrist there. Did you have any Striders join you whilst you did your run?
I had a few run with me, but loads of them were dotted around the course.
Brilliant.
Giving you a bit of a cheer on, was it?
Yes.
Brilliant.
Originally, I wanted to just be able to walk around and get around with it on my own, but I stupidly put it on the Striders Facebook page, and then it was all organised into a proper event.
Is that Chris Lee? Did he egg you on?
He wasn't actually there. It was someone else that organised it.
Ah, okay, fair enough. That's brilliant. So how much money did you raise in the end?
I raised over £500.
Wow.
I'd like to thank everyone that sponsored me as well.
£500? That's not
Yeah.
bad going, is it?
I originally thought I was going to get £50, and then nope, that didn't happen. I went to bed one night and more money had been raised.
Superb.
Yeah.
Wow. So is that your fundraising running finished for the charity, or have you got any other plans?
I haven't got any other plans at the moment. That one's finished for now, but I may do something later on in the year.
Brilliant.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
And how long have you run with the Striders for?
About 3 years, I think it is.
Oh, okay.
Brilliant.
And what do you like about it? What makes you keep going back after 3 years?
They're such a family, and they support everyone. Doesn't matter whether you have to walk or you can run the whole thing. They're just always there cheering you on, going, "Come on, you can do it."
And that's
It's more
exactly
like a
what you need,
family.
isn't it?
Yeah, more like a family than a running club.
Brilliant. Maybe I should go. It sounds nice. You know, everyone's kind. You get a bit.
They are.
You
Seriously.
get a bit of cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having more cake this week because it's their 7th birthday as well.
Is it really their 7th
7
birthday?
years.
Wow, I can't believe
Yeah.
they've been around for that long. That's amazing.
Where are you meeting? Where do you usually meet, Rachel?
We used to meet in Hanson Park, but at the moment we're meeting somewhere around Fairlands
Right. Okay.
because we're doing some social distancing runs, so we're doing it in smaller
makes
groups.
sense.
Yeah.
And so park run, is that something you've done previously? Have you been on the course and done that every Saturday morning when it was about?
I've done it and I volunteered for it, and I did the 2K park run with my son as well.
That's great, but it's really upsetting, isn't it? I went through Fairlands the other day on my bike, and I was with a friend, and I was like, I can't believe Parkrun's not got back to it yet, and it's really sad. And I was thinking there must be a way of getting us back to Parkrun. Do you miss it?
Yes, this is the crowd of people that are there that support you on as well. It doesn't matter if you come first or you come last, you still get your time, and so it helps you improve.
Well, I'll tell you a story about Parkrun. The last time I did it, I ran into a bin. Just by the start, and a friend of mine had his camera near, so that was fantastic, but he's not with us tonight, so he can't laugh even harder than he did on the day. But look, absolutely brilliant. Thank you so much for coming on this evening, Rachel. Have you still is your fundraising link still available and live?
Yes, it is, yes.
Do you fancy giving it a shout out so we can maybe get some more money in there for you?
It's justgiving.com/run for Sarah Goodyear.
There we go. Super duper. Sarah, Rachel. Have I just called you Rachel and you're Sarah?
No, I'm Rachel.
That's Rachel.
Thank goodness
I
for
ran
that.
for Sarah.
Ah, that's right.
We've got a couple of messages coming in, Rachel, from some of your striders that are watching. Ali Brown says, come and join the striders for a run when we're allowed.
There you go.
And Greg Bradbury, plenty of cake with the striders, he says.
Wow.
Yep.
We're missing out. We need to get down for some cake. I keep saying to Chris that I'm going to come down and do a run one day, but now I'm definitely in.
Fabulous.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this evening. It's been lovely talking to you. Congratulations. Absolutely super.
Thank you.
And well done on the
Fundraising.
£500.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have a lovely evening. Speak to you soon.
You too.
Bye-bye. There's good going on everywhere in
She was
Stevenage.
nice,
Wasn't she? See, that's where you need to go then. You can go and run with
Well,
Rachel.
he's tried to encourage me, hasn't he, Chris, in every interview that we've done with him. I think he just does it to take the mickey out of me, really.
Do you know what? We're sat in the studio, so we get all of the screens up in here, and I've been coerced into joining this Watkins cycling group that he doesn't cycle with. And look, they keep going on to me. Are you coming for a bike ride? It's 74 million miles. Look, there's pictures of their new shirt up and all sorts. Look, Graham's there.
And you've got
look.
to pay as well.
Oh, you've got to pay. Yeah, if I don't do paying, darling. So there we go. Oh, running tops as well. So they're all go. So this weekend, if you're around Datchworth at about 11 o'clock, there'll be a load of blokes in tight lycra stopping for cake, I'm sure.
Stick them on mute.
That's a good point. I didn't know how to work out that one. Go away. Well, look, we're going to play some music in a minute. How about that for a bit of fun? Tap your toes. Get your dog around the wireless if you're listening to us on the wireless, or if you're watching on, of course you're watching us on Twitch because we're that kind of cool couple. Are we a couple? No, we're not.
Yeah, well, a double act.
It's been muted. Well, look, we're going to speak to Tom from Tomic, and then we're going to play his track, and then we'll have a chat about whatever else we feel the need to talk about before we go home, and I'm going to have my dinner, Dean.
Yeah.
So there we go. It's been good fun. I enjoyed that. That was lovely talking to Rachel. Absolutely fantastic. I have to keep taking my earphones off on this phone. It's ringing. It's ringing.
Oh, we're talking to him now. I thought we were
We
going to have
are.
the music. Right, okay.
Good job. We're Tom. Good evening.
Hey, good evening.
Ah, there you go. That's good. We managed to get hold of you. That's perfect. How's things, mate?
Yeah, pretty good. How's the show going?
Yeah, it's going really well, thank you, mate. Yeah, it's good. We're in the middle of a sports show in the summer with no sport, so it's really easy to get sorted.
So we get a trendy fella like you on.
That's it. So
Okay.
we've
Yeah, that's
decided
good.
from
Butt me up a bit.
we've decided from as of today, every time we do sports scene, we are going to play a local act and a track. So you are our debut single. How's that feel?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Cool.
That's pretty good.
Cool. So how's things with Tomic? All right.
Yeah, pretty good. Yeah. You say there's no sport on. I've just been in the middle of trying to watch Manchester United play in the Europa League against a team that they are going to beat easily. So,
Oh, yeah, they were like 5-0 up, weren't they?
yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Should be all good. But yeah, everything's all good with Tomic. New single came out last Friday. Was it last Friday? I'm losing track of the time.
Don't ask us.
Oh no, but this has just been what it's like, isn't it? Really, since March.
Yeah.
It's almost like a timeless period.
Are you a band? Or are you a solo artist?
I'm a solo.
I did wonder because the music's just like
Yeah.
I was trying to work it. Okay, I saw your photo, but yeah, I need to ask. How long have you been going for?
So it's only been going just over a year, actually.
Okay.
This particular project. So I've had a few local bands because you're having. I've forgotten her name. It's going to annoy me. The little girl.
Betty.
You know, yeah, she's doing the fundraising for Garden House.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah,
that's
we've
right.
had Betty on tonight. Yeah.
Okay, Betty, that's it. So one of my current bands that isn't doing much, Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
We've been around the area for quite a while, and we've done quite a bit of fundraising for the hospice ourselves. And
Oh, brilliant.
a few things like that. So I've sort of been involved in the local scene for quite a number of years now, but the whole sort of Tomic thing is something that only started about sort of June, July last year. So it's only been about a year. And I think actually the first time I spoke to TJ, I was actually in New Zealand at the time.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's right. You were actually, weren't you? Yeah, I do remember that. Oh, wow. But look, how's it going? Are you allowed to play? I saw some live music in the Old Town the other day in Stevenage. Are you back out there gigging?
I haven't personally been outside to do a gig. It looks like people are doing it again now. And
Yeah, I think you can do outdoors, but you can't do indoors. I think that's the rules.
Yeah, I think outside on the street, bit of busking the hitchin, I think, been going on, and a few pub garden gigs and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's been a bit sad because obviously there are a few venues. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Club 85 manages to stave off anything negative. But I know a few of the sort of 30-40 year venues are having to close their doors, which is well, maybe they can find a way of getting around it. And
the music industry locally is absolutely massive, isn't it? When I was in a band, it was just brilliant. Playing all of the local gigs, like say Club 85 was probably one of my favourites, to be fair. But it's just so sad, isn't it, to see that there's just nothing going on at the minute.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but I think actually though, I mean, to not be too doom and gloom about it. I've actually, after I think the initial shock of the first sort of month, perhaps when we were sort of locked in and we had a couple of gigs that had to get cancelled and things like that. I think a lot of artists that I know anyway, they've sort of bounced back and really used it as an opportunity to do lots of streaming, to collaborate on YouTube, which I've personally done quite a bit of.
Cool.
And to be honest, I've probably connected more with the local musicians in the area than I would have done otherwise.
Brilliant.
So,
that's really good. And any writing?
Yeah, a little bit of writing on the piano downstairs. Brilliant. And I mean, yeah, fortunately for me, I've got that as an outlet. I know, not everybody's got that sort of thing to do. So
definitely. Brilliant. Well, look, hit us up. Where can we find Tomic?
I was just going to ask that. I'm on my Twitter. I'm ready to search you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so all the Twitter, Instagram, Facebook are all at Tomic Music UK, or just Tomic, Tomik. We'll probably find it. I don't think there's too many Tomics knocking around.
No, there's a few on Facebook. I was trying to take you in at 6 o'clock this morning whilst laying in bed with one eye open. I was like, let's get them in there.
Okay, yeah, no, there might be a few. I think mine are mostly branded with a bright red sort of love heart. So that sort of.
And then your website's Tomic Music UK as well, isn't it?
Yeah, TomicMusicUK.com, and the big thing I'm trying to push at the moment really is I think everyone's getting annoyed about Spotify and stuff like that at the moment, but I've done so much on YouTube over the summer. Yeah. There's loads of cool videos, lots of collaborations with a lot of local artists, certainly Stevenage-based artists that will definitely be all over that. And there's a music video actually up there for Sabotage, which if anybody likes.
Oh, what? I could have played that on our live stream. Gutted.
It'll be there.
Okay.
It'll be there.
Brilliant.
You need it. So,
well, look, we're pushed for time, so you can introduce Sabotage. How about that?
Yeah, there we go then.
Go on then, give it to us.
Second single out from North Arts local out Tomic, Sabotage.
Superb. Here we go. Incoming.
All right, thanks a lot, guys.
Cheers, thanks.
go. That was Tomic. Look, people are asking, who is it? It's Tomic. Joan. Our Joan. Tomic, and that was Sabotage. Go and find him on Facebook. Tomic on Twitter, on Instagram. Tomic Music UK, I believe. And listen, if there are any local bands out there, we're going to start playing a track a week. So it'll be great. Get it on. Come and introduce your music to us all in the local area. It'll be absolutely brilliant. So there we go. Thanks, Tom. It was nice talking to Tom, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it's been a good old show, Dean.
Yeah. Always is when it's just the two of us. Just in case he's listening. Just
to rub it in.
Stir him up a bit. No, he's too busy to listen, I think, tonight.
No, definitely. But look, a couple of events. If you're around Saturday, I don't know if you can pop down and watch it, but there's a game of football.
Probably walk by.
Marriott's. Yeah, keep an eye. There's going to be someone taking some photos who just said that, so that's absolutely wonderful. Lee and Betty were brilliant, weren't they? Absolutely superb.
Yeah, and it's a good insight into his little football club down in Hendon, and non-league and finding out what they're up to and their frustrations as well. It's tough, isn't it? It's so tough. And you even look at it from, and we touched on it at the start, didn't we, from Stevenage's point of view, and you think, well, Revs might have a £1.3 million budget, or he might have an £800,000 budget, and that is on the toss of a coin at the moment. If we're going down, I'd have rather have gone down 6 weeks ago. But
yeah, I fully agree with that. It's really going to end up. Not that I think they're going to be scrapping around for players, because I don't think that happens. I think our club are very, very good, and they know what they're doing.
Yeah, of course.
But
Revs knows what he wants. Leon knows players that at that level.
Yeah.
And of course, we've had Ronnie playing in that league, so he'll know players. And they all talk to each other, don't they? And Revs has got.
You see, Laurie Wilson signed for.
Yeah, Laurie Wilson got to Billericay.
Yeah.
Which that'll be the old Stevenage right hand side from back in the day.
Burton Albion today released Bozzy.
Michael Boswick. That surprised me because I heard a couple of stories about Boswick and where he could have ended up and where he nearly did end up. Yeah. And unfortunately, I was told someone nicked him from a club not too far from here, but it didn't turn out to be the club that I was told it was.
No.
Maybe what goes around comes around when you start waving pound notes in players' faces.
Oh, absolutely.
So Burton Albion, where of course Chris Beardsley's there as fitness coach, and I've been hearing lots of things from training and how fresh it is.
Really?
Yeah, and how pleased players are to be walking through the front door. And I know that I spoke to a player last night, and they'd had a brilliant day yesterday.
Yeah.
I think it wasn't going to be so brilliant today. He said it was a red day today, so I'm not sure what that means. But
been rated
red is obviously something to be afraid of, isn't it? But I know they're doing Zoom stuff on their day off as well, and stretching, and it's just great. And
I think they're in on the weekend this weekend.
I don't know. I don't know if
a certain kit man was like, I'm not going to be there on time Saturday.
Ah, right.
Lads are in.
Well, unless he's got to do a double wash, I don't know.
Refill that.
He's got to go to Costco and get some more Daz.
Oh, Kitman Keith, I love you.
Bless him.
I know.
But everything seems to be, you've got Revs in the right place. You've got Mark doing his thing, and he's in the right place doing the right thing, I think. You've got Lenny. I mean, it's been hot enough this week. I've heard Lenny's been in his shorts. Lots probably going on.
I just miss it.
Yeah.
I miss Saturday afternoon thinking, I've got to wash my hair at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm sure you do the same. I always wash my hair before the game at 1 o'clock. I've got to wash my hair and have a little stroll down there. Say hello to everyone. Hello to Stato on the gate. This person, that person walking. Get a cuddle from Dave, Borough Bear Dave. Oh, it's just...
I'm going to see that Dave Borough Bear on Saturday, actually.
I just miss it. I miss people. I miss
hugs. For a row on his boat.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. I've had a couple of hugs lately, but
Have you?
I don't want Boris to find out.
Well, look, that hour's shot by. We are done this evening. Thanks for joining us. We've had, I'll get her name right, Rachel Hall from the Striders, Lee and Betty Superstar Allenson, and Thomas from Tomic. Please go and find him. If you know anyone who wants to send us some music, get in touch with us. It would be great to have something. We'll play it next week. We'll be back next week. And, another hour of fun. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm off home for a cuddle.
And a chicken sandwich meal.
Chicken, wrap. Thanks for joining us. It's been Jay Drackford, Dean Thompson, Sports Scene. We'll see you again next week for more of this, what we do.
Ta-ta.
Look after yourself. Bye-bye.